Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the running back. Running with power. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On second down, looking again to throw. Finds the tight end. At the 45, on his way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college.
All kinds of running room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Second down coming up. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Finds his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches and see.
And the ball is intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
He's going to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
What a phenomenal individual effort to getting the catch, getting the foot down in bounds. He's now setting up his offense here for a potential touchdown on this very next play.
2nd and goal coming up. Marches ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggies. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
And the extra point was good. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They've got the screen set up, and he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Quickly complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got the tight end.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And simple play, simple gain, get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're bringing heat. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They'll try to add another to their lead. And And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Grabbed over the middle. It's Keys. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The Aggies have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. Push down for the tackle.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Looking to throw. Fires it incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Across the 25, he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Smashes ahead. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
He'll try to do it himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just
going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll try the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
Unloads quickly. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. as they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, exact 28, Texas A&M 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a three-possession game, and still a 14-point lead. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's Keys. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Looking to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Back to the air one more time. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggie. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Fair catch called for and made. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well.
Running toward the tape. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to ULM. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the